In last chapter we built a player that moves and aims, so it's now time to build a shooting system. So in this episode we are gonna build a projectile from scratch, also adding it to the direction of the mouse, and also create a fire rate, okay? I'm Mark, this is Game Dev Journey and this is chapter 3. Let's get into it. Now we want to create our shooting system. So the first thing to do is to delete our placeholder mesh, because now I have created a interesting mesh for you, so you can find the link in the description and simply import it. So go in content drawer, import, click here. Okay, so when you have this window, okay, simply click import, okay, and also move this tank into content. So go here and move it in the content, okay, move here, not in maps. Okay, so we have our static mesh. Maybe it's better to organize a little bit, so we can create a new folder called meshes and simply drop it, okay? So move here and we have it, we have our tag, okay? So now we can simply go here in static mesh and search for tag. And as you can see, of course, the scale is equal to the previous one, okay? So click this reset and now we have our incredible tag. Also reset here and maybe move it. So now we have it. If you press compile and go in start level, as you can see, we have our tag, okay? Very cutie. Okay, so we have fixed this little problem, okay? So we have a mesh. Now in content drawer we can create our bullet, okay, our projectile. So how to do this? Basically go in blueprints. Now in blueprints we want to create a new blueprint class, the second one, okay? So basically our actor, because it's simply an object and in Unreal Engine 5 they are called actor, okay? So an actor. BP underscore I call bullet, okay? Ctrl S to save and double click to open it. I can move it here and we have it. Now we have this little BP bullet, okay? So in this case, the most important part of our blueprint is the sphere collision, okay? Because the collision is the essential part here. Because with our collision, we can simply calculate the damage, so the collision here is the fundamental part. So let's create it. Search for sphere collision, okay, and we have it. Now if you take this sphere and drop in default scene route, you basically remove the default scene route, and now the scene route is our sphere, okay? So it's our starting point. Now we can add our static mesh. And this static mesh can be a sphere. So maybe I can call it projectile, yes. And so this is our projectile. Maybe we can scale it a little bit. So go here or press R. This go well. Now let's press compile and also save. And the last fundamental part is our projectile movement, okay? Because Unreal Engine 5 has already an incredible, okay, component made only for this. So in this projectile movement, as you can see, there is variables, sockets, projectile, and we want to stop some variables, okay? The first one is our initial speed. I want to choose an initial speed of 1500, okay? And the max speed is basically the same. So initial velocity, yes. Projectile gravity, I want to choose 0, okay. And should bounce, false, okay. It's important here to false. Now let's compile and save. We want to create our input action, okay. So in our input, in actions, we can create an input action, okay. Search for it, input action, IA underscore shoot, okay. If you double click on it, as you can see, it's the value type is bool and it's important. And if you go in our IMC default, so in our input IMC default input, this is the input mapping context. As you can see, we can add a new action to the mappings, and this action is our shoot, okay? For this one, I want to choose the left click of the mouse, okay? So here it is. Yes, one thing here, don't want to choose modifiers like in the previous action, but you want to choose a trigger. The trigger here is to pressed, okay? So we shoot basically only when we press the key, because otherwise we call the input action every frame, okay? That maybe because maybe we hold the key and so we don't want it, okay? We want only when it's pressed. Now in BP character we can, okay, simply call the input action. As you can see, there is here the input action movement, and so now here we can search for our input action shoot. What is the logic, okay, behind this mechanic? Basically, when you press your key, in this case your left, okay, button of the mouse, you basically spawn our BP bullet, okay, into a point, and after that basically the bullet moves. So here we want only to spawn the bullets. So when it's triggered, we want to spawn actor from class, okay? The class is our BP bullet, okay? And our spawn transform is a little bit more complicated, okay? So let's find out. Now for the location, I want to create a position where we decided that, yeah, the bullet must spawn here, okay? So in this case, go in viewport, and here maybe we can add a new static mesh, okay? We don't want to add a mesh in reality, but we can use it for the position. So I want to call it spawn point, okay? So this spawn point can be a child of the static mesh, okay? It can be located here, okay? So as you can see, we can disable this snap. So in this case, we can be more precise. So move it. Yeah, go well, okay? Maybe a little bit on the left side. Yeah. So now, when you go in event graph, you can take this spawn point, get world location, okay? So we take the position of the spawn point, and this is our spawn transform location. For the rotation, okay, in this case we want to use the rotation that we already have calculated here, okay? So fine, look at rotation. So basically we can create a new variable that is a float, and I can call it rot, okay? So the mouse rotation. So I want to set it here, so every tick. And now take the yaw and put it here, okay? So the mouse rot. Now we can take our mouse rot here in the variables, get it, and go here. So spawn transform rotation zeta, okay? In the yaw. And so we have it. We have created our mechanic. There is only one problem. The problem is that when you spawn something, of course, the data goes directly, okay, into your storage. Now, your cache in your storage, okay? And so, if you maybe spawn 1000, okay, of items, of course, your cache can have some problems. So, in order to fix it, we must delete our objects after some time. This time is called live spawn. Okay, so in the event graph, in our event begin place, so basically when we spawn the object in the world, we set live spawn, okay? I recommend like 2 seconds, but you can test maybe a more interesting value for you, okay? It depends on your PC, on the requirements of your project. So let's compile and save, and now if you go in your start level and press play, as you can see when you oh, yes. So when you press your left mouse, as you can see, we can spawn our bullets. We have created an incredible easy shooting system. But now there is one last thing to do, because we must add a fire rate. Okay, fire rate is so important because otherwise you can literally spam. So in order to fix it, let's go back in BP character, and now we want to add a new variables, and this variables is boolean. This variable is can shoot, okay? And so basically here we want to check if we can shoot. In can shoot, after you press compile, in the default value you must select this little icon, okay? So can shoot must be always true in the start. So let's combine here for the condition. And so when you press your left click for the first time, you can shoot. But when you have spawned your actor, now you cannot shoot, okay? So set can shoot to false. And so after some times you can shoot, but you must wait some time. We can create a set timer by function, okay? By function name. So this basically set a timer, and after when the timer ends, basically it calls the function, okay? Basically here in the function we can create a new function, and this function is called reset fire rate, okay? Something like that. And so can shoot here, we want to set it to true. Now in the event graph, for the function name, I want to write the same exactly thing, okay? And for the time, we can choose the value of our hypothetically fire rate. If you want, you can create a variable. In this case, I want simply to choose 0.2 seconds, okay? So let's compile, let's save, and now guys, we add it. Because when you press left click every 0.2 seconds, as you can see, we can now shoot. And it's very funny, okay? So guys, the chapter ends here. We have created our shooting system, and now it's time in the next chapter to create the enemy AI system, okay? So our top-down shooter is a great place to start your project, your Unreal Engine 5 learning. So please, if you have some problems, comment below and I will try my best to help you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys, bye bye.